Alright guys, we are back for the third episode of the Cafe Racer build. So I missed the past couple days because obviously there was Christmas, and then kind of just had some parts coming in. So these are the parts that came in on Tuesday. So lots of parts coming in today. So the main one is we have the seat cover right here. So this is, well, the whole seat pretty much is what's going to be a defining feature of this whole build. So we'll test the fitment in a minute. Then we have the mirrors for the wings, and then there we go, turn signals for the front as well. So let's take a look and see if any of these will fit very well. So as you can see, that's pretty solid fitment on the seat. So we're going to need to add some extra bits here. And you might notice that you will have to cut it down a little because it's at quite a strong angle. So, and then also here there's a lot of areas which is going to need to be changed. So to make it fit, we're going to have to remove all of these little bits and pieces. And then we're going to have to make a cut right here at where it angles up and add a weld spacer in between to keep it stable. Alright, so with a bit of fitting, there we go. Mirrors are installed and they look good, so they're fully adjustable. I'm only going to put one on for now because obviously there's going to be more work done to the bike and I don't want to damage them. But that's a very good start towards the build, having good mirrors to keep it road legal. Took me a very amount of time to do this, but I also basically just cleaned up the rear end to get it ready to cut and took off all of the lighting blocks and the old seat holders. So with all of the parts ready now and also a visit to Ace, I have all the paint I need, some sandpaper, basically all of the tools ready. But the issue is of course the fuel tank is still not quite ready yet. So the issue that has risen up is these fairings here, which are to hold on, kind of just like an aerodynamic plastic bit, are welded on shut. And they really kind of throw off the whole look of the Cafe Racer build. And so they need to go. But to do so, it would take, I have to cut off the welds and peel them back off. But with this it'll take too long. With a saw it'll take even longer. And so I went and grabbed the Dremel. So that's gonna go and use that to basically saw them off. But when I saw them, it's gonna create sparks. So I've had to completely clear out the tank of all of the fuel and drain it out into a jerry can. And then once, but of course if I go and do sparks right away after clearing it, it might blow up, which obviously is a bit dangerous. So I have to leave it for about a day to let all of it go out. So I won't be able to really paint the fuel tank until tomorrow. But today there's some things that we can still get done on the tank itself. So one of those things is we can get rid of these decals and maybe sand it down a bit. So let's get into it. So one technique is to use tooth floss. So if I just get it underneath there, just slowly bring it underneath. Oh, oops. Well, I broke it, but should be able to get. Oh, yikes. There you go. So obviously I'll need a sanding try and scrape that off, but let's get the other side. After a painful amount of doing that, it comes right off. So there you go. So that's one easy way to do it, except now I have to deal with this nasty piece. But I'm feeling a little bit more giddy than what I'm going to need for content, so I think I'll save that for the next video, which is entirely going to be focused on fuel tank. So let's see what else I can do for now. So nothing crazy again, but these side panels, which fit on right about there or so, they have these red highlights, pretty easily removable. So I'll paint these little bits blue, I would say. So let us quickly I'm lazy. Always forget that I have a drill. Don't know why I've been using it. It died. Of course. I don't use it the entire time and then it decides now, when I actually want to use it, to die. Well, I think it's safe to say two little red parts like that, it would be a waste to not put the identical screws in the same little bag. So I don't think I'll paint these right away because obviously I'll have a small little tent painting booth and set it up and paint them at the same time as the fuel tank. So I'll put that to the side for now and decide what's next. I gotta say, I am trying to find things to do right now with the bike to get some more content out, but there's literally nothing I can do right now. Like, I have the seat here, but I cannot put it on until I cut through this. But when I go to cut through this, I'm gonna need to quickly place a bit here and weld that in to keep the frame from closing in on itself. But I can't weld it because I don't have a welding kit, and I'm still waiting to see if I'm gonna get one, or take this bike all the way to the shop and get somebody else to do it. But obviously it's a lot easier to just buy a welding kit off Amazon, and because they're not that expensive, and that'll help to build out a lot. And then of course here, like, if I want to fabricate something to hold it up, it's either going to be screwed together or much easily welded together. So once again, welding there, waiting on the lights, so I can't install the lights right now. Fuel tank, it's still filled with fuel, so I can't really do much work on painting that either. So unfortunately, that's it for today's video. Like, 3 or 4 days since the last one. I mean, not a whole lot has really changed. I mean, I got everything I need, but I can't really use it. So I'll see you tomorrow for painting the fuel tank, hopefully.